Africa, it could be the season's first real hurricane as early as Wednesday. It is not expected to affect the U.S. And at the box office, the weekend's only new movie, Vin Diesel's Riddick, is the champ with $18.7 million earned. The third-place movie carrying a lot of buzz, Instructions Not Included, featuring Eugenio Derbez, adds $8.1 million. It's already the biggest opening for a Spanish-language movie in history.
We'll tell you the three big things you need to know every 15 minutes on Orlando's 24-hour news.
A morning for Orlando's only all-news morning show.
And this is Scott Inez, host of Orlando's Evening News. Keep listening. Every 15 minutes, we tell you the three big things you need to know.
Orlando's new 24-hour news, weather, and traffic. News 96.5.
Are you sick of just getting by? Of saving your whole life and then finding out you don't have enough? The middle class is getting crushed, and the Cardone Zone is going to show you how to protect yourself. This is Grant Cardone in the Cardone Zone.
Yep.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone. Welcome to the Cardone Zone in News 96.5. Every week I come to you to talk about your business, your career, and your finances. Folks, look, if you think you're going to lead your business the way Mr. Obama, our president, is making decisions, you're in for a different kind of business ride than I want to be involved with. And I'm telling you, you cannot lead your business, your company, your family, or your finances the way the president of the United States is making decisions. And look, whether you're for him or not for him, that's not the issue here. It's not about Assad and this whack job over in Syria killing people. It's about what are you going to do when bad things happen to you? What are you going to do when you have the big decision to make? This is what our president said. Now, after careful deliberation, quote unquote, I have decided that the United States should take military action against Syrian regime targets. But having made my decision, the moment you as a leader use the word but, you're in trouble. But having made my decisions as commander-in-chief, I've made a second decision. I will seek authorization for the use of force from the American people's representatives in Congress. If you are a business owner, if you run a department, if you want to be in charge of your finances and your future, if you are there as a sole provider of a family the way I am, you cannot run your business, your household, your finances, or your decision-making the way our president is handling the Syria issue. To be successful, you must make hard decisions quickly, decisively, and completely. You cannot waver. The wrong decision is better than no decision. In business and in finances and running a household, and I've owned companies since I was 29 years old. For 26 years, I have learned the hard way, the ugly way. Things get ugly. We are still not out of the woods. Our economy is extremely fragile. If you're in the Orlando marketplace and own a business here the way I do, and you want to make that business work, you have to be able to, number one, make decisions quickly, decisively, and completely. Number two, you never seek agreement from the people that work for you. Never, ever seek agreement. I don't need the receptionist, the shipper, the internet department. I don't need my vice president, my COO, my CFO. I don't need them to agree with me. I need them to comply. So I'm going to lay out the rules. I'm going to lay out how you have to lead today in business for your business to be successful. Folks, 2/3 of all businesses fail. They're not successful. 2/3 of all businesses in America either break even or lose money. Every week, I come to you, Grant Cardone, in News 96.5 on a Sunday night at 9 o'clock to find those of you who want to start your week out on the right foot. What do you need to do this week to make your business work? What do you need to do to lead your business in an extremely competitive environment where margins are really narrow, where you have one shot at a customer, where your company needs the money? How do you lead your company now? You don't lead it the way the President of the United States is leading our country. What do? You make decisions, number one, quickly, decisively, and completely. Even the wrong decision, just make the wrong decision decisively, quickly, and completely. Number two, do not seek agreement from your people. If you've been doing this for years, the way I did it for the first 5 years, it's costing you money. I started my business when I was 29 years old. None of the people that are with me today were with me then. I'm not going to seek agreement, not even from a senior person. If they're that person, if they're that right person, I don't seek agreement from them. I turn it over to them and let them run it, which is the ideal situation, that I'm not running things every day. And number 3, you want to see it through until it's executed. You want to see the idea through until it's executed, whatever that thing is. Look, last year I heard about this deal right here in just north of here that I wanted to buy real estate. I was looking for real estate. I was still in Los Angeles at the time, and I'm in Los Angeles. I hear about this piece of real estate just outside of Orlando. It's a portfolio of apartment buildings, and I wanted to buy them. But the problem is I'm in Los Angeles, and at this time I haven't moved my family and my company to Orlando. So I moved on this thing. I moved on this portfolio because I knew it was valuable and I knew it could be a great thing. My problem was they didn't know me, but I moved on it. I moved on the property and on the people that were brokering the property with tremendous amounts of momentum. I changed everything on my calendar. I flew across the country on a red-eye flight, which I hate. My wife will tell you. I made them an offer in writing the first day I was on the property. I promised to close them the property in 60 days. There were 38 other bidders, all 38 other bidders were from the state of Florida or here in the Southeast and had conducted business in the state on multifamily. I only had a few things going for me. I'm in Los Angeles. I don't know the people here. They don't know me. I've never bought property in Florida, okay? They all have money. Dude, look, when you're in that situation, which is what you're in every day you're in business like this, okay? I'm telling these guys, I'm moving my company over here. I'm moving all my assets here. I'm moving all my money over here. That's not the way the President of the United States is communicating right now. He's like, hey, I got to bring it to other people. I told these people, okay, there's an entire group, a board, that's considering these 39 offers. I said, there's only one decision maker in this transaction. It's me. I won't check with anybody. I'll buy the deal. I'll close in 60 days. I'll close with all cash. I didn't know where I was going to get the cash from. But the point is, look, I did exactly what I'm telling you. What do? Make decisions quickly, decisively, and completely. Don't seek agreement from others. Seek compliance. And number 3, see it through until it's executed. I didn't leave there. I said, guys, I'm not leaving here until I get a deal. Oh, we got to go through our whole process here, and we have 38 other bidders, and we got to see where you're at. Let me tell you, I'm going to shortcut the story for you. Because I moved with such speed and certainty, not only did I get awarded these 1,016 units, but I also bought them at the lowest price. At the lowest price. I was the lowest bidder of 39 bidders. If you count me, there was 38 other players. Why? Because I had more confidence. I had leadership and I had certainty in place. Look, this was on a deal. If that works on a deal, how important is that in business? It is not going to work in your business to go to everyone in your company and find out what they think about it. The agent that was running this apartment deal told me, hey, we picked you because we believed in you. Even though I'd never, ever done a deal with you, ever. He's like, I don't even know why I'm doing this deal with you. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, because I moved on you with speed and certainty, ferociousness, complete conviction. I convinced him that he had a deal. See, this is how you have to move on your people. I'm talking about moving on your employees. This is what it takes. Look, it is very difficult today to find good people. I know. I moved to the state of Florida. We go to hire people. We get 800 resumes in. 800 resumes. You know how many of those people we hired? We hired 2 of them because people are so marginal today. Are these the people I want to go to and say, hey, how do you feel about this project? How do you feel about this thing we're doing? Just 2 days ago, I'm in Las Vegas speaking to 500 business owners. The topic was this: execution. How do I execute something? How do I get my people to actually execute? This is Grant Cardone. This is the Cardone Zone. You're on News 96.5. You can call us at 855-297-9696. Call me at 855-297-9696. Every week I come here to talk about your business, your finances, your career. Look, the trick to business is execution. It's not better products. It's not lower prices. It's not even better people. It's execution. How do I execute? Same thing with my 4-year-old. How do I get my 4-year-old to execute? She wants bubble gum. Good, run 20 laps. You want bubble gum? I'll give it to you all day long. You run me 20 laps, okay? Well, then the sugar won't even be a problem, will it? But I got to execute. I got to make her do. I don't need her to like it. Papa, I don't want to run 20 laps. I don't care if you want to do it or not. You want the gum? You want the gum, run the 20. Your business is not dependent upon the economy, the location, the product, the price. It's due to your ability to execute as a leader. To number 1, make a decision. Number 2, get full compliance. And number 3, move swiftly with power. And I would suggest to you that you want to surround yourself with people that execute on your decisions. Look, you give me somebody that's competent, or you give me somebody that executes, complies to my order, and you say you can't have both, Grant. It's either the competent or the guy that will comply. And I'm taking the guy that complies every time. I would take compliance over competence. Because, look, here's the deal. If you have a guy that's intelligent, and I've had some very intelligent people work for my companies, okay, that no longer work for my companies. I'm thinking about 3 people right now that have worked for me in the last 2 years that were extremely intelligent, very high IQs. In fact, one guy had an IQ 10 points higher than mine, and mine is above average, okay? He only lasted 90 days. This guy outthought everything, because he couldn't comply to anything. See, I'd give him an order. I want to do this, this, and this. And what would he do? What does the intelligent person do? They think everything. Well, let me see, how is that going to work out? And what's the strategy? And what's going to happen there? Dude, I've already moved. You give me speed over intelligence. You give me complete execution and compliance, conviction. I'll take that any day of the week. So when you're hiring people, you want to be sure people can comply. You want to make sure people can comply to an order. Send me a 1-minute video. And they send you a 5-minute video. The guy can't even comply. Send me a video about where you came from. Well, Grant, why would you have somebody send me a video? Because anybody can do a resume. He already had the resume done. I want him to do something that can show that he can take an order. Look, I had this kid once working for me. Like I'm sure you've had people working for you. If you're a manager, you've had people working for you, and your biggest problem is your people. This kid came to work for me. He was earning $25,000 a year when he came to me. A friend of mine calls me and says, hey, Nick's out of work. Can you help him? Send him over here. I asked the kid, I said, you know anything about selling? No. Can you take directions? Yes. Good. Pick that pencil up. He picked it up right away. I'm like, okay, maybe he can comply. I'll give him a shot. I'll help my friend out. Within a year, Nick was making $100,000 a year. And then something happened with Nick. Nick got smart. I don't know, maybe he got contaminated. This happened to you in your business with some employee that got all brilliant. Now they're going to do their thing. And I knew after about 2 years, Nick had run his course. Nick was going to be a problem. But other people in my organization convinced me that Nick was a good guy when I already knew he'd gone bad. And I didn't let him go. I didn't go get rid of him, as I knew was the right thing to do. Instead, he left me. And before he left me, he decided to sue me. Another kid comes to me, convinces me he's going to come on board and change everything. And the problem is this individual can't comply either. Folks, I'm telling you, people that can't comply, their intelligence will not matter. There's a nice-looking guy, but he suffered from this idea of entitlement. He was entitled to be the chief. He wanted to give the orders, not comply to the orders. He wanted to load the gun and have somebody else shoot it. He was the guy that would give the sales team directions, but never make a sales call himself. See, these people end up in self-thinking, self-doubt, and the inability to simply comply. This is Grant Cardone. You're in the Cardone Zone. News 96.5. We talk about your business, your career, and your finances. Stay with me, and I'm going to come back and tell you what a Fortune 500 company told me this weekend about the only 2 things they actually will hire. Grant Cardone here.
Now,
Oh, yeah. I got it. Okay, yeah, you guys are freaking me out for the hangout, man. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, jumping on me. I'm like, what? I thought the show wasn't going anymore. They're in break right now, right? Okay, so you folks, those of you on the hangout with me, okay, what I'm telling you here is this. Look, if you get everybody to convince you how they feel about it, what they think about it, it is going to paralyze your ability and immobilize your ability to make decisions. Half the decisions I make in my life, I don't know. I don't even think half are wrong. Maybe half are wrong. Doesn't matter. I don't even think about what percentage of the time I'm right. I'm just thinking that, hey, I want to get up there. I know I'm going to be wrong a bunch. I don't care. I don't mind if I'm wrong. I just don't want to be maybe wrong. I don't mind being completely wrong. I don't want to be half-ass wrong. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, because you can move, so.
Dude, I can change my mind.
Right.
You know? I can change my mind. I just can't have everybody else's input.
Right.
If I have everybody else's input, I don't know what to do. You know, I remember last year I was in I was in Orlando doing this business event. And I asked the guy that was going there with me, I said, I think I want to have all 25 of these business owners introduce themselves at dinner. Maybe I should save this for the show. And the guy said to me, he's like, man, I don't think that's a good idea. I didn't even ask him if it was a good idea. I didn't ask him his input, but he dropped it in. I don't think that's a good idea. Really? Why is that? He's like, I just feel like, that's when I should have known we were in trouble. It's like when we get down to feelings, we're in trouble. I just feel like it's going to take too long. I'm like, dude, I was buying dinner. Who cares how long it takes? I'm the one buying dinner. Shit.
No.
This is Grant Cardone. You're on News 96.5. We're on a break right now. I'm just talking to my friends, my peeps. We're doing the 10X seminar in Orlando, Florida on October the 3rd, 2013. That's 1 month from right now. If you want to get your tickets, they're $99. Me, Mel Robbins, Paul Potratz. He's going to tell me I'm pronouncing this wrong. Jason Mudd, Jack and Telly, runs a $1 billion company. We're going to be there to talk to you about what you have to do this year to 10X your business. Don't miss that seminar, folks. It's called the 10X Seminar. You can get your tickets, your seats at 10xseminar.com. Also, if you haven't heard about what I'm doing with the TV show, Whatever It Takes, dude, get your video in on that. Send me a 3-minute video, okay? What would you do to get brand recognition, a shot at a great job, okay? International branding for who you are.
You're up.
Hey, Grant Cardone here. You're in the Cardone Zone. Welcome back. Every week I come here with News 96.5 talking about your business, your money, your finances. And this week I'm talking to a Fortune 500 company owner. Tells me, Grant, there's only 2 type of people we won't hire here. Okay? Only 2 type of people. We won't hire the slow. That's a nice way of him saying low intelligence. We won't hire the slow, and we won't hire the non-compliant. He's like, I'm not looking for ideas. This is a big company, folks. Big company, a growing company, right here in Florida. He's like, I'm not looking for slow people, and I'm not looking for people that have new ideas. I'm looking for people that will comply. If you're in a leadership position, if you're a manager, a business owner, a father, if you're a single mother taking care of the finances, you got to quit looking for people to buy in. You got to quit looking for everybody to agree with you. You are not the president of the United States. You're not a governor or a congressperson that's going to be voted in or out. You need to make decisions decisively, quickly, and then make sure they get executed. I'm not looking for the smartest people. I'm looking for people that will comply and give me what I want. If I'm going to be wrong, I want to be wrong all by myself. Everybody can look at me. All 95 employees can say, hey, you were wrong. Yeah, that's right. But, by that time, we've already changed our mind, gone in another direction, and figured out a solution. I can't go to all 95 and ask them what they think. We'll never do anything. This is what's wrong with this country. This is why most businesses fail. There's too much input. Leaders seek input from everyone. This buy-in, this idea of buy-in is devastating to your family, your business, and your finances. Here are the mistakes a decision maker makes. Mr. Obama made them this week. He made them. He seeks input. I need Congress. I need Congress to talk about it. I don't know why he's doing that. Look, if it's the right thing to do, go bomb them. If it's the wrong thing to do, go bomb them. And I'm against war completely. But I'm like, if you're going to do something, do it. And do it all the way. Don't seek input. The buy-in is devastating to decision making. Number 2, the second decision you make as a business owner is you try to be popular. I want you to make a list of all the people that you've been nice to in the last 3 years, all the people you've been nice to as employees, and I'll bet you money, okay? Most of them are not with you anymore. They left you anyway, and or they stole from you because they don't work hard enough. Or number 3, they're with you, and you've been doubting whether they're productive enough. Okay, number 1, mistakes. Seek input, mistake. Be popular, mistake. Discussing and deliberating and not deciding are mistakes. Look, not making a decision is the cause of fear and uncertainty in your business. It paralyzes your organization. It paralyzes your ability to make decisions, to get customers, to expand, and to grow. October 3rd, in about 3 weeks, I'm going to be here in Orlando with Mel Robin, Paul Potratz, Jason Mudd, a local advertising genius here in Orlando. I'm going to be with Jack and Telly. He runs a $1 billion company doing what's called the 10X seminar. This is being sponsored by News 96.5. Myself, Mel Robbins, 4 other business experts will be talking about how to 10X your business, how to get out of this limited thinking, this idea that you need to go to other people and get their buy-in. That's October 3rd here at the Hilton Orlando. Look, folks, I want to surround myself with great people. They don't have to be the smartest people. They need to be the people that will comply, that believe in me, that will follow me up, that will fulfill an order. And when I have to go to people that have to think it through, okay, I got a guy running my sales department right now. I brought him on when he was 26 years old. Every time I tell him to do something, he's like, I'm on it right away. Okay? This kid has gone from having a decent salary, to making a ton of money. And he's successful in his position. Why? Because he doesn't overthink the position, because the overthinking paralyzes your organizations. I want to make decisions analytically in my organization. I don't want to make decisions emotionally. Steve Jobs, George Patton, even George Bush. Look at George Bush, how he made decisions. George Steinbrenner. Look at the great leaders. And some of you won't think that you don't think George Bush is a great leader. No, you don't like George Bush as a politician and maybe as a Republican and as his decision making as a war guy. But the truth is, he was a great decision maker. He made decisions. You knew where he stood. See, even if you have a problem with that concept, you're like, oh, I'm trying to be nice to everybody. I'm trying to get agreement. Look, a leader must learn to measure a situation and act. And that's what our president's not doing. Hopefully, you're making decisions, period. Make a wrong decision. Make a bad decision. Get to the point where you don't even care. I don't even think about making a good or a right, wrong decision. I think about make a decision, get compliance from my staff, all my staff supporting that decision, move swiftly with power, surround myself with people that believe in me and that will execute on that idea, and that's how you build great companies. That's how you expand into the marketplace. That's how you dominate a sector and own it. You don't own it by going around and asking everybody how they feel. So a couple things I want you to do when you leave, when you get up tomorrow morning. When you walk in your office tomorrow morning, look around. How many of those people have you been nice to? And they're ghosts. They're not even there anymore. Or number 2, they're stealing from you right now, but you were nice to them. You asked them for their check-in. This is Grant Cardone. You're on News 96.5 at the Cardone Zone. We talk about your business, your finances, your career. Stay with me because I'm going to tell you why minimum wage is killing everybody. It's killing the employee, the employer, and the consumer. Changing times just kill it, man. I know you don't know. You don't know. I don't know. Hey, so look, if you're out there running a family, you're running a department, you're running a company, look, I hope your takeaway tonight is you cannot lead your business the way other people around you are leading. My daughter told me yesterday. Yeah, I'll take Derek here in a second. My daughter told me yesterday. I was throwing a ball with her, and she said, "You know, Papa." She caught the ball 10 times in a row. I'm like, "That's great." She's like, "You know, Papa." She's only 4 years old. She's like, "Losing's not bad, Papa." And I'm like, "Who told you that?" Because she just started school 2 days ago. So I'm like, okay, she got that at school. She didn't get it from her mother. She didn't get it from me. Who taught her that? She's like, I said, "Who taught you that?" And she threw the ball again. I'm like, "Who taught you that losing's not bad?" She's like, a friend at school. I'm like, "Baby, that's not true. Losing is not a good thing. You don't want to lose." See, but we've become this culture where it's like, check in with everybody, make sure everybody loves you. What do they think? You know, even employees in my company, I know y'all get around and y'all talk about how y'all think about this. What do you think about the TV show? Y'all think Grant's, what do you think that's crazy? Y'all shouldn't do that, dude. Y'all should be like, "Hey, man, he says we're doing it. Let's go, bro. Let's everybody push power and flow power to it. Even if it's the wrong thing, bro. Even if it's the wrong thing. Let's do it wrong big." You know what I'm saying? Shit. Look, I already lack confidence in my life. I lack confidence. Last thing I need is, 15 people around here, 7 of them may be thinking, I don't think that's the right thing what we're doing there. I think that's some crazy shit Grant's up to now. Grant's lost it. Grant's losing his jisms. Grant's crazy. Dude, I am crazy, baby.
I think my daddy going crazy.
I am crazy. I am a crazy man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my number here is 855-297-9696. I'm talking about leadership, execution. I think we ought to go execute that Assad guy, just get rid of him. Let's take on everybody's problems. Everybody's got a problem. Let's go take it on. You got a problem, somebody mistreating you, let's go take care of you. Nobody wants us over there, man. Those people don't want us over there. We're not a solution. We're not an answer for anybody, man.
We're too late for that anyway.
Huh?
We're too late to get involved.
Dude, the guy should have done it 2 weeks ago. If you're going to do it, baby. I say if you're going to nuke a village, nuke it quick. Get it over with. Okay, you can call me at 855-297-9696. You guys online with me, I appreciate you following. Mally Quotes is on. Sherry Hamilton, Bradley Halbash, Michael McLaughlin, what's up, my player, my man. Francis Vanga, maybe 2 minutes. Mally Quotes, CJ Roman, Derek Simons. I'm going to have Derek on the show here in a second talking about people. You're in the Cardone Zone. This is Grant Cardone. We're going to be talking about minimum wage and why. I'm going to make a case why minimum wage, before we go nuclear on the rest of the world, why minimum wage is bad for everybody. We got a new setup here, thanks to Tony and Paulie on a Sunday night, hooking up our program here. We got little Grant right here. We got my rubber bands going off big time, right? We got big band jar, okay? You ought to get some of these. There's like, I don't know, 7,000 rubber bands in here. This week, where am I going to be this week? I don't know. I think Sherry says I'm going to be in Portland. I don't even know about that. I was in Vegas. I was in San Diego for Kawasaki. You think 1 minute? Mm-hmm. We got 1 minute? We're going to be doing this on October 3rd, 10X seminar. I got my wife with me now. We're doing the G&E show. We're going to be shooting a show called Whatever It Takes. If you haven't heard about this, I'm sorry I haven't buried your Twitter feed. Are you willing to do whatever it takes? Thank you, Tony. Email your 3-minute video to hiremegrant@gmail.com. Hiremegrant@gmail.com. Tony, if you could always do this for me and stay with me, dude, that'd be cool. Okay? That'd be sick. Why'd you go away from it, though? I like that screen, okay? Check it out. I'm doing a reality TV show to find great people. I'm going to be talking about it here in this next segment, actually, Tony, just to give you a heads up. Why minimum wage is bad for everyone. Stay with me. This is Grant Cardone in the Cardone Zone News 96. We think it's going to be 5 seconds. Are we hearing anybody? Are they talking to us?
Of all this metal.
Okay. I don't mind going to ad it. If we get a little ad music in.
Them to the ground.
Yeah, it gives me a break.
UCLA football player was killed early Saturday morning. Wide receiver.
Okay. Yeah, so check it out. If you want to send me a video, send me a 3-minute video You need to get it in this week, okay? If some of you asking, hey, how long do I have? Dude, move with speed and power, okay? Are you willing to do whatever it takes? I'm doing a TV show to find great people. I've tried Craigslist. I've tried Monsters. I've tried billboards. I've tried friends, relatives, recruiters. I've tried Sherry. Sherry's tried. I've tried. Paulie's tried. We've all tried, okay? I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to do a TV show. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a TV show. Damn, I'm going to find some good people.
You're up.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone. You're in the Cardone Zone. Welcome back to News 96.5. Every week I come here to talk about your business, your finances, your career. Dude, you got to get into your zone. Got to get into it, because if you don't get into it, somebody else is going to crawl into your business and steal it from you, take your money, your finances. They're going to steal from you, folks. And let me tell you about something else that is stealing from you right now. Minimum wage is in the news right now. They're pushing this minimum wage idea. Minimum wage is bad for everyone. Everyone. Employers lose, the consumer loses, employees lose. Everybody loses. The guy that receives it, the guy that gives it, and the customer that is on the other end of it. Everybody is a loser on minimum wage. Last week, fast food workers staged a one-day strike in 60 U.S. cities demanding minimum wage go to $15 an hour, more than double the $7.25. The nationwide, I guess it's a protest, it's called Fight for 15, was organized by the Service Employees International Union. This week, the union started hitting Walmarts. Okay? Let me tell you, folks, listen to me here. Minimum wage is bad for everyone. It's bad for the kid at McDonald's. It's bad for the guy that owns McDonald's. And it's bad for the guy that goes to McDonald's. Okay, I'm gonna make that case for you. I know you're thinking, Grant, how can that be bad for a kid that's making $7? How's it bad if he gets paid $15? Because he didn't earn it. Okay, here's what you need to know. Okay, and I'm gonna bring my guest on, Derek Simons, and he's gonna tell us how hard it is to find great people today. Minimum wage makes everyone a loser. Everyone. Why? Because if you want more people on minimum wage, let me tell you how you get more people on minimum wage. Raise minimum wage. Now you have everybody on minimum wage, okay? Now what happens to the guy that was just earning $7.25 at McDonald's? His competition is everywhere. He loses his job because he's going to have somebody that says, oh, yeah, I'll go work there for $15. He's out of work tomorrow. He hadn't done the math on this. The unions hadn't told him how the real economic world works. He will be out of work in a week because somebody says, I'm going to go there for $15. Here's the other problem with minimum wage. That $2 hamburger won't be $2 anymore. It'll be $4. That $7 worker that's buying $2 hamburgers is going to be spending $4. He's back to broke again. If you're a business owner, you do not want to hire people on minimum wage. I don't hire anybody here on minimum wage, okay? I'm not interested in paying people minimum wage. I want to pay people more money, not less money. I need people that want to make money because those people will deliver service and they're thinking about the future. If you own a company and you want people delivered good service, you don't want to pay $7.25 an hour. These companies are going out of business. I don't go to Walmart because I know exactly what I'm going to get. So look, if you think you have a problem hiring people right now, I don't understand. If you think you're having trouble hiring people right now, okay, raise the minimum wage and see how much trouble you have hiring people. Okay, because you're going to get scumbags of scumbags. You're going to get the worst of the worst. Yeah, I want my 15. Let me tell you, I moved to this state a year ago. I ran an ad. 800 people responded to the ad. We were able to hire two of them. People that were looking, how much are you going to pay me an hour? I don't want to think about how much I'm going to pay you an hour. I need great people. I need people that want to be around for a long time, people that want to invest time and energy in my company, not somebody thinking about how much they're going to earn. Derek Simons is on the phone with me. He helps run a company here in Orlando. Derek, how long have you been in Orlando?
13 years.
What is your position at the company, Derek?
National sales manager.
Now, and I know that you guys have actually been trying to hire people right now. You have trainers going around the country working with a lot of the large automobile manufacturers, right?
Yes, sir.
How much trouble do you have finding people?
You know, it's crazy. There are a lot of people that want to get paid, but there's not a lot of people that want to work to get paid. So there's opportunities out there for the people that want to produce, but it's finding the right mix of the person that can do what we need them to do, and that has got the willingness to strive to produce.
Yeah, and so do you think this is some ethical issue missing, or is it a hiring problem, or is it some social problem that we have right now? Because I know you guys pay people great money, and they travel, and I know you're out hiring. I mean, what do you have, 45 trainers or something at this point?
Yep. We got 45 people out on the road right now.
And how many more do you need?
It's a combination of things. There's two things that I see that really are. I don't know how to explain it other than this. People get comfortable. They reach a certain level and they don't want to work any harder to do any more, and they want to get paid for what they feel that is their right to get paid. So it's almost like they reach a level and are not willing to work to get past that level. It's a really interesting thing, and then they feel like they deserve to get paid at that level no matter what happens. So when you said that earlier about the minimum wage and going to $15 an hour and what people are going to do and how they're going to behave, I think you're dead on. I've seen it at every tier of employee that we have, from the $18,000 to $20,000 tech support person all the way up to the $150,000 a year positions in the company. People reach a level and believe that they're entitled to it, and it's really a challenge.
Yeah, and you and I were together in 2009 when the world came to an end, and we saw our businesses contract. Now, you lost a lot of people over there, didn't you?
We did.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah, and those guys are like, hey, what happened? Dude, what happened is, the world changed. That's what happened.
Yeah, it did.
Including your position, my position. I mean, I lost a salary for 2 years. I couldn't pay myself.
That's right.
So Derek Simons is telling you, folks, look, there's no guarantees in life. Taking somebody from $7 to $15 or from whatever, $40 an hour. You make it $40 an hour and you're like, hey, I need to get to $50 an hour. The first thing I would tell people is quit looking at how much you're selling your time for. Figure out what you can do with your time to earn more money from multiple sources. What else, Derek, can you tell us about, finding good people?
Well, I can tell you a couple of things. One of the funniest things that I heard you say tonight was you ask somebody for a 1-minute video and they send you in a 5-minute video.
Right.
If we can't get the people to comply with the most basic things that we're asking them to do in the beginning, how do we expect that they're going to be able to carry out complicated pieces of productivity work when we're passing on things that we expect them to do without any interaction, right? So I thought that was really interesting when you said that, because it's a challenge that we face. Another thing I think that's really our company is a very big believer of participatory payment. You help us generate profit, we're going to pay you. But most of our people don't do that. And
right.
I love all the guys we got out there on the road to death, but we don't see a lot of the guys stepping up and going out and generating that opportunity for themselves.
Dude,
I'm doing what they're supposed to do,
yeah,
but they're not reaching out to get to the next level.
They're doing what they're supposed to do for the company, but they're not doing that extra thing they should be doing for their families. See, and I hear a lot of people say, man, I want money. I said, dude, you don't want money. If you wanted money, you'd have more money. People don't want more money. Taking a guy from $7.25 to $15 an hour, he won't even know what to do with the money. The truth is, he'll get rid of the money as fast as you gave it to him. He will not have more money as a result. And you see that with your guys that are in front of business owners every day. They have an opportunity to produce more money, to get more money, and they don't even pitch it, even at that higher level. Is that right, Derek?
That's exactly correct.
Yeah, this is Derek Simons on the phone with you. He's in charge of a company that has over 45 people out traveling on the road and another 20 or so right here in Orlando. We've been here 20 years now with this business, and he's telling you the biggest problem in his business is not how much he pays people. It's how much those people do back for the company and take advantage of opportunity. Derek, thank you so much for being my guest tonight. I appreciate it.
No problem, Grant.
Look, folks, if you're an earner, okay, look, I've been at that low wage. I worked at McDonald's. I went from McDonald's, and you know what I did? I went and found a job that paid me more per hour. I think they were paying me $4 an hour then, so I went and found a job where they were paying me $20 an hour, and I thought, oh my gosh, I've made it. And then a guy looked at me and said, son, as long as you sell your time, you're a slave. And I'm like, what? He's like, until you get into a job where you can actually make money for for contributions you make, not time you sell, you're not going to make it. And I left that job on a platform in the Gulf of Mexico where I almost got killed. And I went into sales where there was no guarantee, no promise, no draw, no money every week. I made more money in the first 2 weeks than I made at my last job in 2 months. But there was no guarantee. To the earner on minimum wage will not solve your problems. They will increase your problems, and you don't understand that yet, but I'm telling you, it will increase your problems. I'm going to talk to 3 groups of people: to the earner, the payer, and the consumer. To the earner, raising an entire group of people's wages will make your life more difficult, not less difficult. You just haven't done the math. This is not something you should fight for. First, you cannot make it on minimum wage. Hint, minimum. I don't care if you're 15 years old. Y'all think, oh man, minimum wage is for people that, the young entry teenager. No, minimum wage isn't for anybody. Okay, if you're a parent, you do not need to encourage your kid to go work for minimum wage. You need to tell your kid, no, you ain't going to McDonald's to work. You're going to go to McDonald's and mow their lawn. McDonald's pays more to mow the lawn to the kid, this 15, and hedge and keep the place clean on the outside than they pay the people to serve the hamburgers. And there's no money in cleaning the lawn, but they got to do it. So you're better off getting that 15-year-old to get that entrepreneurial spirit. Look, the basic math doesn't work. Minimum wage, consider this, $8 an hour, 160 hours a month makes you $14,000 a year. That's at $8 an hour. Let's take it to 16. They're asking for 15, okay? We're going to take it to double. That means you make $28,000 a year, okay? $28,000 a year, you still have no money. There is no money. Now, if you're making $14,000 a year, well, then you think, oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. It's no money, folks, because the price of everything's going to go up. Raising minimum wage will also increase competition. Less than 5%, most people don't even know this, less than 5% of the U.S. population is paid minimum wage. Less than 5% of the population in America is paid minimum wage. So this big problem you see all over the papers, most people don't even get paid that. And this goes back to what Derek was saying. Derek's like, hey, I got problems with people making $100,000. They don't have any money left over, yet they're not working out there looking for those new opportunities, putting themselves in positions where they're uncomfortable. The other thing is, by raising the minimum wage, okay, you're gonna basically you're gonna be out of a job. Because people that aren't in the workplace or won't work at McDonald's or won't work at Yum's or Taco Bell or wherever the place is, or the retailer at Macy's, all of a sudden people have been out of work, maybe that had an engineering job, are going to be like, hey, I'll go work there now. Look, you're worth more than you're being paid if it's at minimum wage. If you want more information on this, on October 3rd, myself, Mel Robbins, and a group of financial and business experts are going to be in Orlando at the 10X seminar. 10X Your Business Seminar, Orlando, October 3rd. We're going to be talking about how to get out of the trap, how to blow your business up. And to you employers out there that are hiring people, minimum wage is also bad for you, okay? It's not just bad for the teenager or the person coming back into the job force. It's bad for you. It's bad for the employer to hire somebody that is selling hours. You got to get out of this. What am I paying an hour? No, people don't cost you money. It took me 20 years to understand this. People don't cost you money. Production costs you money. A lack of sales costs you money. A lack of attention costs you money. People talking about your business costs you money, or not talking about your business costs you money. Hiring 2 more people at $8, $10, $15 an hour, hiring 10 of them isn't your problem. Getting them to produce, getting them to execute, getting them to comply, that's the issue. It's not how little you can pay someone. I want to pay people more money. But the first thing I'm going to do at my company is give them what Derek talked about, which are opportunities to make more money, to see if they actually want to. This is Grant Cardone. You're in the Cardone Zone with News 96.5. Stay with me. I'm going to be taking a caller when I come back and talking about what you need to do to get people thinking about more than just minimum wage. And I'll take these here at the end. What do we have coming back? Do you know? Because this is a different time. We took completely different times, right?
Yeah, that segment was supposed to be 15 minutes, 10 seconds, it was 14 minutes.
Right.
And it's like all not
Yeah.
what it's supposed to be.
So, folks, I hope you're getting the point here, okay? Your minimum wage buddies, your cousins, uncles, aunts, brother. You got a mom, dad telling you, hey, go work for minimum wage. Bullshit. You don't need to go work for minimum wage, okay? Sherry's going to come in here and tell me in a second if we have anybody here working at minimum wage. I don't think even the receptionist or Spencer works at minimum wage. Maybe Sherry can tell me here in a second. She can tweet to me. I know she will. Yeah. You can't make it on minimum wage. Coach Burt says you can't make it on minimum wage. Hint, minimum.
Not even close.
Nobody in this office, not even the shipper, reception, nobody here works at minimum wage, okay? I have nannies and a maid, and they don't work at minimum wage. Now, the people here might not think they make enough, and they might want to make more, and the reality is everybody – I am a better person. Everybody here has an opportunity to make more money. The reality is most people just don't want more money. And that's why the stripper does well. Because the guy that works hard all week for $25 an hour goes straight to the strip joint and gives it away at $2 an hour. And then he wonders why he doesn't have – he gets get $2 away, $2 a slip. I guess. I don't know. I've never been to a strip joint, but I think they put money inside. Y'all know? You guys know? Tony, what do they do in a strip joint? Okay. Yeah. Hey, this is Grant Cardone Zone. You know, most people don't have money, don't want money, don't like money. I'm telling you, most people hate money. They freaking hate it. What else would explain why people don't have money? Why do people go get rid of their money as soon as they get it? I used to watch people do this in sales. The manager would tell people, "Hey, Gene, here's $1,000, man, your bonus," right? And Gene would go out and blow it. And here's the idiocy of it, okay? The salesman that worked all week gets a $1,000 bonus. He goes and blows it, and his manager, thought that actually inspired Gene. He thought Gene was a better salesman on Saturday if Gene was broke. I'm like, dude, that's ridiculous. You are ridiculous, okay? That is dumb. Let me tell you something. You put $1,000 in my pocket and I put it away and I got it and then it turns into $2,000, I'm way more motivated as opposed to Gene. Sooner or later, Gene's just going to get worn out being broke. Look, the basic math on minimum wage doesn't work. Just do the math. Just do the math, man. $16 an hour. Do it at $20 an hour. It's still no money. So the way to get out of that trap is to do this. Quit selling the hour. Quit thinking about hours. I remember that maid we had once. I found this maid in Los Angeles. I wanted to hire her, and she's like, look, I have to have housekeeper. Excuse me, whatever. She's like, I have to have $15 an hour. I said, but how much money do you want a month? I must have $15 an hour. I said, okay, I'll pay you 1 hour a day at $15 an hour. Or I'll pay you $3,000 a month. I need $15 an hour. I said, okay, I'll pay you 1 hour a day, $15 an hour, or I'll pay you $3,000 a month. $15, please. Hey, this is Grant Cardone. Welcome back to News 96.5 and the Cardone Zone. Every Sunday night, I come here to talk to you about your business, your finances. Look, folks, I am so frustrated as a business owner here in Orlando, unable to find great talent, that I'm doing a reality show, TV show, creating it, producing it, funding it myself in order to find great people. It's called Whatever It Takes. We're going to shoot September 16th. And the show basically says, look, if you're great, I don't care if you're social media, you do translations, writers, copywriters, graphics, website development, salespeople, sales managers, receptionists. You want to drive me back and forth to the airport. You want to be a nanny. I don't care what you do. You want to be a chef. I don't care what you're great at. Dude, I will find a position if you're great, period. It's called Whatever It Takes. You can send me a video, a 3-minute video. This is all you have to do. Send a 3-minute video to hiremegrant@gmail.com. Hiremegrant@gmail.com. The winner of the show is going to get a job with my company in the right position for you, which I don't know what that is right now. at the very least, you're going to get national attention for your brand. That's how frustrated I am with Craigslist, Monster.com, and hiring sites at finding great people. I'm going to find great people if I got to go to all 7 billion on planet Earth outside of Orlando. Giza, is it Giza? Giza?
Yes.
Giza, you're calling in, sir. What's your question?
No, I just applied. I sent a video for the Whatever It Takes show, and I was listening to your show, and when I came to the States, I started on minimum wage, and you can't survive on that. But some people, even if you give them more, they're not gonna use it. They're not gonna invest it, or they're just gonna blow it away. And every money I earned up to that, and I own a business, I invested, and I wanted more.
Yeah, are you in the furniture business? I looked at your video this morning.
Yeah.
You're from Hungary, right?
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Dude, I love your video. I really appreciate your passion. And
I will be there on Tuesday.
Oh, you're gonna come up here on Tuesday. Okay, good, man.
Yeah, I wanna, because I wanna meet you person. So I hope you're gonna be there, and because I wanna be there on Tuesday morning.
Giza, I love you, man. Here's a guy. You weren't born here, right?
No, I was born in Hungary. I finished college, and I came with an exchange student program, and I came in '99, 14 years ago.
Dude, I love your story, man. I so much appreciate you calling in. I'll see you Tuesday for sure, okay? Folks,
yeah,
look,
I appreciate it.
This man is telling you that this is a business owner. He owns a business, came here to the United States from Hungary, started in a student program, then went to minimum wage, realized he can't make it. He didn't go out and strike and protest. Hey, give me a bigger raise. You know what he did? He went and grabbed the American economy by the throat and said, hey, I'm going to figure out a way to become an entrepreneur in this environment. That's what you have to do today. You can't say, make sure I make more money. You're still going to be broke. It just doesn't work. The math doesn't work. If you're going to ask for $15 an hour, why don't you ask for $150? The biggest part of my message, though, needs to be to the owner of the company, not just to the guy earning $7. Look, those business owners out there, quit underpaying your people. Pay your people. Don't try to find how little you can pay your people. It is not people do not cost you money. What costs you money is people that can't produce. What costs you money is a lack of production, a lack of sales, a lack of attention, not how little you pay for your people. I have a policy here. Look, I don't want to sell by the hour. If it wasn't a law, I wouldn't even have you clock in here. The only reason I have a clock in any of my companies is because it's a law that Paulie's got to clock in when he walks in here. And he's got to clock out, and he's got to clock in and out at lunch. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a clock here. I'd be like, dude, just come and go. I'm going to pay you a salary. I just want production. As a business owner, as a manager, you should only demand and measure production, not how much you're paying someone. Your goal should be to pay everyone more money. So what have I covered here? I've covered the employee that's getting paid the $7. I've covered the employer that wants to pay it. Good for Walmart's or Costco or Macy's. Y'all want to pay $7? Good for you. That's not my business. Number 3, the consumer. If you shop at places that pay $7, don't be surprised with what you get. You go to the theater and they pay $7, don't be surprised if the person selling you the ticket is an ignoramus. Dude, you know they're an ignoramus. They're selling hours. They're slaves. You can't sell time and get anywhere. Rich people buy time. Poor people sell it. Folks, this is Grant Cardone. You're in the Cardone Zone. This is News 96.5. Have a great, great week, okay? Quit selling your time. Be great. Be great, because you know what? Nothing else pays. Go out into the marketplace and make it yours. Hey, thank you guys for joining. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for hanging out. Be great. Be superstars and kill it.